And man, I love the UFC. It's special. It's different than any other sport out there. It's not like baseball or basketball where coaches and players are fixing games. You're not going to see that in the UFC. Well, God forbid you do. But as far as I know, the UFC, man, it's pure. It's honest. It's real. You can't get in the ring and fake the funk in there. I mean, you're fucking fighting. It's not like boxing either. Boxing's another fucking sport that, I don't even trust boxing sometimes with these promoters and, matches being fixed or whatever. I mean, you see, there's this one meme going around. I love it, man, where that guy, he falls and it goes like this. The black guy is on the outside of the ring going like, he's got the money. We're making the money because we just fixed this shit. But you're not going to see that in the UFC. And I think part of that has to do with Dana White. Dana White, as long as he's running shit, I think Dana White's an honest dude. I think that he has a genuine, pure love for the sport of combat sports. So I don't think as long as he's around, I think the UFC is going to stay pure the way it is. And that's a beautiful thing, And I'm always reminded of this one fight. I pulled up this one fight. This dude, Mayweather and Victor Ortiz. I remember this is the last fight I really watched of boxing. I was so disappointed in this fight. Here, I'll show it to you. Check this out. If you don't remember seeing it, they're going into the next round. I don't remember what round it is. The referee's just looking the other way. He's not even paying attention. Boom, boom. Mayweather just knocks him down. The referee's just looking like a dope. Like he doesn't even know what's happening. It looked like the most fixed fight I ever seen in my life. Some people might disagree with me, but that was some bullshit. This bullshit ass fight. Because that dude Victor Ortiz was doing great. I mean, he had a real good shot of winning that fight. And when I saw what happened, when I saw what went down, it made me think, I don't want to see this bullshit. It's just like when I heard about the basketball. That's not the basketball, but when I heard about the basketball thing, where the coaches and the players were fixing games and stuff, it's like, man, how are you gonna take the purity? You're gonna take that purity of a sport, and you take the purity, and then you just fuck it. You just fuck that you fuck that game. And you know who I felt sorry for? I felt sorry for the fans. I felt sorry for all the people who watch basketball. They take the time to learn the fucking stats, and they know all the fucking players. I know guys like that. They know everything about the sport. And then you find out it's like you're watching fucking WWF wrestling, where they're actually out there playing basketball, but the fucking games are fake. It's like, what the fuck? And I certainly don't want to see shit like that in the UFC. It would break my fucking heart. Those guys, man, they train hard. They're out there disciplining themselves to get to the level that they're at. They go in there and, they're trying to make a living. Some of these guys got amazing stories, man. That's what I love about the UFC as well. And boxing used to be like that for me. These guys, man, they got stories. Like they got backgrounds. I like learning about their parents, who their parents were, like who their siblings were, where they grew up, what their hometowns, what got them into boxing. Where does the fucking drive come from? Where does their heart come from? What do they have? What is it about them that pushes them, Because, if you think about it, like say Conor McGregor, for example, Dana White even brought this up. He's like, dude, you're make $100 million, Conor McGregor, you make $100 million, you're out there partying on boats, hanging out with girls and partying and party drugs and alcohol and all that bullshit. Like, how do you maintain discipline? Because, you don't use it, you lose it kind of thing, I think that. I know that from personal experience with jiu-jitsu, If I go 3 months, 4 months, and I'm partying and putting on weight, or I'm already fat, but if I'm getting fatter than I am right now, I can't do the same shit. Matter of fact, I'm so heavy right now, for example, and some asshole brought this up the other day on another, in the comment section. That's all right. You know, part of my game in jiu-jitsu is going inverted. I love going inverted and going straight into a knee bar. I love knee barring motherfuckers. But if I get too heavy, I can't do it. I have a hard time going inverted. You know? All I got to do is lose another 10, 15, 20 pounds, man. I'll be fucking inverting on your ass. And that's the thing. You know, with MMA, and I suppose boxing, if it in its truest form, you know, it's like, man, learning about the fighters, learning about who they are, what drives them to be the best. Those stories, man, I love those stories. I love talking to up and coming guys. You know, I want to get some guys on the show, interview some dudes that are, you know, up and coming. Well, I mean, I would love to interview like some of the big names, like these guys over here. Who's that? John Jones. I would love to interview a guy like John Jones, the GOAT. You know, but I'm a small guy. I'm a small potatoes. Point is, MMA, UFC, and I know we got some other organizations out there now. There's other ones. We got a fight coming up this Saturday actually with Nate Diaz, and who's he fighting? Shit, man, that brawler. I forget his name. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name. Anyway, you guys probably know who I'm talking about. I think they fought before actually in the UFC. Damn, why am I forgetting his name? Anyway, but yeah, you know, keep UFC pure, man. Hashtag keep it pure. I don't want to see it turn into some bullshit. You know, if something happens to Dana and somebody else takes over this shit, calling the shots, or the face of the UFC, you know, who knows if it would maintain its integrity. But this right here, it's an amazing sport. It's an amazing sport, man. There's so much to this sport right here. I don't always hear it on the internet. I hope that my show will be able to tell another side of this sport. Something. My goal is to have something to offer this sport of the UFC. I know there's great writers out there, and there's other great podcasts on commentary and stuff like that. Hopefully, you know, I have something to offer the sport because I really love it. I think it's great. And I think the guys are great, you know, and the girls. The girls do amazing shit. Anyway, man, I got to move on. Let's move on to another subject here.